Ligny et ferroviaire. This morning, the Transportation Safety Board of Canada, or TSB, has started the safety investigation into a marine occurrence with fatalities involving the Canadian vessel Polar Prince. At the time of the occurrence, the vessel was involved with the operation of a submersible known as the Titan, which has been reported to have suffered a catastrophic implosion, leading to the presumed deaths of the 5 people on board. Occasionally we'll have a requirement for follow-up interviews, and that may occur, but yeah, the idea. Now this morning, TSB investigators boarded the Polar Prince to examine and document the vessel, to collect information from the vessel's voyage data recorder and other vessel systems that contain useful information. We have also begun conducting interviews with the people aboard the vessel. At this point, we are not in a position to provide specific details about the occurrence or about the investigation that are not already in the public domain.
Have about the role the Polar Prince may have played in this disaster?
I'm going to ask Mr. Cliff Harvey to respond. Mr. Harvey is the Director of Investigations for Marine. It's under his authority that this investigation is being conducted. So any questions specific to the investigation, to the
We're looking at all aspects of this occurrence, including any vessels that were used involved in the occurrence, the registration, the construction, the ownership. Right, this part of the investigation now, it's very preliminary, and but we really are looking at, as I said, all aspects of the investigation, including other crimes.
Ship. The submersible was not Canadian flag, as I.
Typically, our investigations can take 18 months to 2 years. We obviously try and do them quicker because we know everybody wants answers, particularly the family, the public, etc. But we need to take the time. With respect to how far we will go, that remains to be seen as we gather information. So it's still too early to tell.
Is that going on out at sea?
So, I mean, first and foremost, our hearts go out to the individuals who are on the vessel, particularly any family members who've lost loved ones. There's no doubt that, particularly, as you can imagine, given the media stories that we were following about what was happening and the possibility, the potential for survival, that's tough. Our investigators are trained, to conduct investigations that may involve trauma, death, etc. It can be hard on them, and we spend a lot of time at the TSB to provide mental health supports to our investigators and so on. So it's a challenging time, but we're at the early stages of this investigation. We want to get answers, and we look forward to providing it.
Good afternoon. I'm Superintendent Kent Osmond of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in Newfoundland and Labrador. Today, the RCMP initiated an examination of the circumstances that led to the deaths of the 5 individuals on board the submersible Titanic. A team of investigators has been established with the sole purpose of answering the question of whether or not a full investigation by the RCMP is warranted. Such an investigation will proceed only if our examination of the circumstances indicate criminal, federal, or provincial laws may possibly have been broken. No timeline has been established as to how long this examination will take, but our investigators are engaged and active in this matter as of this morning. Once a determination has been made as to whether or not a full investigation will be launched, we will provide an update at that time. It's going to be a complex investigation. There's going to be some heavy lifting. It's going to take some time.
If you think of a normal submersible, okay, a normal submersible is effectively a round. This is the pressure hull of the round, it's a round pressure hull. With this, effectively, they have stretched it out to give it more space inside for the customers and other people. They've stretched it out, and that is the crucial thing. Also, they've made it out of composites, and normally It's made out of titanium, a hull, and they've made this out of composites. Yes, composites are extremely tough. Yes, composites are extremely long-lasting, but we do have issues with composites and the fact that composites fail in slightly different ways than other materials. There's another thing, that the hull thickness is actually 5 inches, which is quite thin when you think of the pressures involved. Worldwide, you've got a boat going out there, a ship going out there, sub going out there. They all go through what's called classification. They go to class. So there's like German class. There's other organizations around the world who will check your design and make sure your design is up to the specification for doing its use. What they haven't done is they haven't actually gone through to class.
Ablam çekecek aşağı. Kayıyordun onu.
Aha kucağınıza düşecek.
Tamam.
Hey, bırak oraya. Getir atlet al da gel.
نه طبیعت شدن خیال میکنه مثلا پولی چیزی برداشته
نه دیگه.
آقا هر جا لازم بود یه عکس ازت بگیرم اینجا دم قاره از هم دیگه بگیریم همین بعد برای همین